Hi everyone, Mr. Peabody here. I'm going to show you this and then I'm going to explain what went on, because this was not my fault. I'm going to tell you why, but just watch this. This is me flying a radio controlled plane. Now it was a bit windy and I crashed the plane. But anyway, watch this and I'll explain to you what happened.
Holy shit!
Oh, this is a bit of a wind.
I've lost it.
That's alright. Oh shit, that is quite windy.
Where is it?
I
broke
killed it
it.
already.
You want to stop?
I thought I killed the plane. I did kill the plane. If you want to see what the plane looked like afterwards, this is what the plane looked like afterwards. It lost the bottom hatch flew off, smashed the wing off. The front the shaft was bent, but that wasn't the only thing that was wrong with the plane. It wasn't until I straightened the shaft, I put all this back together, and found out what went wrong with the plane. What you can't see, I can actually I'll just enlarge this. Hang on. What you can't see underneath this is the same plane, and as you can see, it's all back together. It's all fixed. What you can't see underneath this cowling is the way that the motor is mounted. It's mounted onto a plastic housing, and what actually happened was I took off thinking, because I didn't remove this, I didn't look under this. I should have taken it apart, checked all the screws were tight and everything like that. I should have, but I didn't remove this. I just basically charged up the battery and flew it. But what happened was, underneath this is the motor, and the motor is in a plastic housing, and then it goes to a reduced gear ratio. So this, when I spin this, that's on a cog that engages with the actual motor. And what had happened was, the screws that hold the motor in were loose, and they fell out. So the motor slipped back. So this was trying to do this, and there was no motor to power it. So I flew it off. It looked really good for about 5 seconds, and then the motor slipped away, and I had no power. And it was basically a dead weight at that stage. Without the forward momentum of the power, especially with the wind that I was fighting, there was nothing I could do. But I thought it was I just thought I got caught by a bad gust of wind and it went down. But no, what had happened was the motor disengaged, and I didn't realize that the motor had disengaged until I got it home and had to repair it. And then I started it up again, and I fired up the motor, and the motor wasn't spinning the motor. It wasn't spinning the prop. It was just going zzz, zzz. I thought, hang on, have I done more damage than I thought? No. What had happened, and then I took off the cowling, and the screws fell out. So there was nothing holding the motor where it was supposed to be held. So I'm all set to go again. It's all repaired, and this time the screws that hold the motor, I put Loctite on them so they don't come out again. Not without me wanting them to. Anyway, so that's what happened there. But it's a funny thing to watch though, because basically I had it up in the air for like less than 10 seconds, and then it just died. But if you want to watch it again, I've watched this several times because I think it's funny as hell. but that's just me.
Holy shit!
See, I'm fighting the wind.
I've lost
And
it.
then I start to climb, and then no power.
Where is it?
I killed it already.
You want to stop it?
Anyway, that's what happened, and hopefully next time it works out a little bit better. See ya.